Welcome to another edition of Real Estate Live. I'm Kathy Mae Martin, and I'm your host today. You know, buying or selling real estate can be one of the most important decisions you'll ever make, but choosing the right realtor is next. Today is the first episode of our series, Get to Know Your Realtor. We're going behind the signs and the business cards to learn more about the realtor and this profession. You're in for some great conversation. Check us out on Facebook or call us at the number listed on the screen, and we're going to take your questions and your comments live on the air. Stay tuned. Welcome back. I'm excited to feature one of our top agents here at Coldwell Banker, Brandy Catron. She's been on the show before, but Brandy embodies all the ingredients of this profession. It's about integrity, dedication, and a true passion for helping people. And Brandy, that is Brandy Catron.
Well, thank you,
Yes.
Kathy. I appreciate that. A lot of that comes from just being here and working with you and all of the agents here. It's been wonderful.
Yeah.
I love it.
We're excited that you're here, and
Thank you.
we're glad that you're on our team. Before we get into the series today, we're going to, what pays the bills? Selling houses and featuring one of our houses. Brandy has one of her homes that she wants to feature, and then we're going to get right into your questions and comments.
Yeah, so up here is 905 Cumberland Street. We just had a very nice price improvement of $10,000, so it is now available at $214,900. It's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. Currently, the furniture is no longer in the home. It's got 2 sitting rooms, a dedicated laundry room, a back deck, porch, partial covered front porch. It's super convenient to the schools if you have a child in elementary school or middle school. You do not have to worry about the bus or car riders. 1,249 square feet. It is sitting on a 0.14 acre size lot right in downtown in Harriman. So if you have any interest in looking at this, just let me know. It's vacant and super easy to show.
We have toured that one. That's a great house for the price.
Yes,
Seriously,
it
guys.
absolutely is. Yeah.
If you're in that price point, what is the price point again, Brandy?
$214,900.
$214,900. If you're in that price point, you'll want to put this one on your list for sure.
Absolutely.
So let's go ahead and get into the get to know the agent. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Brandy, and where you grew up.
Okay, well, I was raised right here in East Tennessee. Was born in Illinois, but I have been here my entire life, so I can definitely say that this is my area of expertise. I spent 20 years as a paralegal and just got a little burnt out. Put 2 girls through school, and when they got a little older and were less dependent on me, I also had like a midlife crisis, and I took a leap of faith and changed careers.
Yeah.
And got into real estate, and so this is where I've been for the last 7 years.
Yeah, I remember when you came in, you were still doing the paralegal and doing this part-time, and then
Yes.
it was like,
And that's not easy.
that's not easy.
It is not easy. For anyone that tells you that real estate is just fun, or it's a side gig, then they're not doing it right. So.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
I tell people 9 days a week to do it right.
Absolutely. All day, every day. Yeah.
Hey, we
But I
got a
love
comment already.
Yay.
Really nice property. Thank you, Bill. It is a super nice property.
Yes, it is. Bill and Diane actually just completed the estate sale on that one, which is why I just made the disclaimer that the furniture was, no longer in there. Yeah, so It's very convenient.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's a great house, especially for that price point. And I will tell you, if you're in that price point, there's not a lot of options
There is
available.
not a lot. Yes.
And that one would probably go FHA, VA, conventional.
My sellers, yes, we'll make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody that's interested, yeah, just come let us know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the big question, and we all get asked this: what inspired you to be a realtor?
Well, I've always had an interest in real estate. My husband and I have kind of bought and sold some personal properties. And just being on the other side of the table, like seeing, the real estate issues and problems kind of coming on the other side, it just, just seemed a bit more interesting. I just learned a lot working, on that side of it too. And like I said, I just got burnt out and was ready for a change. And if not for Sarah Bullington letting me nag her to death with questions, I might not be here today. So she gave me the confidence. I just got the confidence, and the wiser and older was like, okay, you can do it. It's fine. You can do it. It's okay.
Yeah.
I had to talk myself
Thank
into
you,
it.
Sarah Bullington.
Yes.
Yes, she's been great, and I just from where I sit at the table, I can tell your paralegal background has been an asset for doing real estate.
It has.
Yeah.
It has. I'm very careful to not mix the two, obviously, but it does help me to know what kind of maybe proactive questions to ask, or what to look for. So yeah, it's helpful.
Yeah. So we got another comment. Yay. What's one thing sellers should never do before listing?
Oh,
Never do.
before listing. I don't know. I have lots of options what they should do when listing. I wouldn't say things like maybe not interview, several agents, because they should do that. Maybe not take so much stock into like Zillow or some of the third party.
That's a great.
Yeah, I would, maybe not do too much investigative reporting into that, and just, let a local realtor help you do that.
Help you determine pricing.
Yeah, because we do know the area a little bit better, so we can kind of pinpoint it down for you. But
And
that's probably what I think most sellers really do up front, is just kind of come at me with what they've already done their work, and they just really just kind of want
tell
you
you how to do their job.
They just want you to do what they have already got set in their mind. So
yeah, okay. Go Brandy. Diane. Melanie.
that's a client of mine. She's a repeat client. She is probably my biggest Facebook fan. Thank you so much. I actually have her listing too. 212 Sunset is listed for sale. That's hers.
Okay. What credit score should buyers aim for?
Well, obviously that's a lender question. But in talking with my lenders, I think around 620, 640. Don't take that for fact. Ask a lender. I can connect you with the lender, but I think you can run the 600, 640 mark, something like that.
Yeah, and that's something that a realtor, and Brandy's great at. She has a pocket of lenders that she can refer you to and help you get qualified, and that's just part of our business, is making sure we help on that end as well.
Yes, having the relationships with all of those people to get you the info.
Okay. What would you make you walk away from a house? What would make you walk away from a house?
That's a good question. Because I actually have done that. I'm not afraid to admit it.
That's a good
we're
point.
interviewing sellers as much as they're interviewing us. So I think just someone who's not willing to have a conversation about what their house is worth, or a practical timeline for selling, or just recommendations on kind of preparing it to list. if they're not going to work with me, if we can't kind of get a pre-strategy before listing, then that's usually kind of, indicative that I might just let a different agent, have that one. Maybe I'm just not their cup of tea for that listing. That's all.
And that's so important that the agent and the seller be on the same wavelength and the same direction in the timeline. And I respect you for doing that and being upfront and honest with the sellers. I think everybody in the audience can appreciate that, and sometimes they don't always get that.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. Okay. What's your most memorable closing?
Oh gosh.
She's had so many.
I have had, I really love first-time home buyers, and I think that if I just had to kind of choose one, it might just be collectively the first time. Maybe the young ones, newly married or new they're just so appreciative.
And so excited.
Yes, they're so excited, and I've been there. I know how that feels, and I just love that excitement in those closings.
Those are pretty special.
It makes me want to get up and just keep doing this every day.
Yeah, our business is not always on the happy side. Every once in a while, it's somebody that has to sell for not such a great reason. So, those first-time buyers or someone who's just had a baby and having to get a larger home, those are pretty special.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. What was your first real estate transaction like? You mentioned that might have been one of your favorites.
Yeah, so they were first-time home buyers, recently married, starting their family. It was actually here, local. It went very well. Actually, I learned a lot doing it. There were some things, that we kind of tackled, but worked together, got it done together. And they still own it. So, and we still communicate. So, it's just I try to keep that connection with all of them. So I'm very much still connected to them and everyone after that.
Okay. Yeah. What do you absolutely love about your job?
Obviously it's just the people and just the work, but I love this office. I love everybody over here. This office makes this job fun and easy. I think that's it. I think if I just didn't love the people that I was around and the job that I do, then I might have jumped ship and tried something else again. Who knows?
We're not allowing that. I've always tried to make this, an atmosphere that I don't want to dread going to work, and I don't want anybody here that works here, because our job's hard enough. We, enjoy coming to work, and it's kind of like our work family, and I've said that before, but it's so true. And I know one of the favorite things that I hear from a lot of agents is we learn something new every day.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
We're constantly learning and gaining knowledge, and guess what? What we learned yesterday is probably obsolete today. So.
Yes. I feel like with every question I get, I'm like, well, the last time someone asked me it was this, but it's probably changed. So let's find out.
Yeah. What's one of the biggest lessons, and we all learn them every day, sometimes the hard way, one of the biggest lessons that you've learned in the real estate career?
Probably to have a little thicker skin, maybe, just have a little bit of more patience. Everybody has to kind of be worked and treated differently, and I think it's just, you just kind of have to adjust with the situation, or figure out what clicks with them, what you need, what they need, and it's just, that's really...
And that's mainly one reason why we're doing this real estate podcast series, so that the audience out there can connect and learn about our profession, but also learn about that particular agent, and is that a fit for me in the future? So
yes. And that is actually so on point right now, because before I came here, I had a listing appointment with some sellers that I had not met before. And so I was kind of interviewing with them, and that was, questions they had about my background, or just asking some things about me. And it was funny because I was like, well, our office, we do a lot of things. We have this real estate live show, and as a matter of fact, I will be on there this evening. So if you would like to tune in and get to know me, because one of the siblings was on the phone, and I said, tell her to tune in and she can take a look right there.
Oh, well, that's great. I can't think of a better way other than having you over for breakfast or something. So certainly if you have questions for Brandy or comments, please send them our way. Let's change gears a little bit. You've lived in this community, you work in this community, you sell real estate, and you're also selling the community when people come from out of town that are, they're new, they don't really know exactly what the community's about. What is it you love about this community?
Well, I just love that the community here, honestly, they participate in everything about the community. I mean, it's, everyone is involved one way or the other. Harriman and Rockwood are always having, downtown events and things. Kingston has a lot of lakeside, events. And, they all do Christmas parades, and, everyone's involved in everything. And so I think I just kind of love that aspect about it. And everyone's really good around here, myself included. I like to sponsor, youth events, or, just other businesses, we kind of mix and mingle with each other. And I just love that we all do that here.
Yes.
It's just what we do.
It's got a real community vibe, for sure.
Yeah.
It's great. I get that from a lot of newcomers coming in. And it's I think, and you can speak more to that, I think it's an area that folks can relocate, and it's easy to meet people and engage in community activities, whether it be their church or their children's schools or whatever. It's just a very inviting community. I'm not from here. I moved here 34 years ago, and nobody knew me. I know. And nobody knew me, but this community was very inviting, and I feel very fortunate to be here. So, what are some of the hidden gems in the area that people wouldn't necessarily move here, but they're like, wow,
I think that's probably not necessarily maybe places to me. I think that might just be like a sense of lifestyle or events too. Because I think a lot of newcomers or relocators, they're coming here for a lifestyle. I think not necessarily a specific area. So, I would think that, I think a hidden gem would kind of just be what we spoke of a second ago, would just be all the things that you really don't know until you're here. Yeah, and then you get to experience, the community events and get to see what goes on, and that you can actually become a part of that. And I think that's kind of the hidden gem to our area.
You hit a great point there, that people don't necessarily move just because of they're tired of their house or whatever. They're looking for a lifestyle change.
I think especially here in our area, in East Tennessee, in Roane County, we're not a big city. They're not coming here.
No.
I think for any other reason, just looking for the lifestyle that we give.
Yeah, we're a little bedroom community. Yeah. Knoxville and Oak Ridge, and we're easy to commute, but it's not the high traffic, and
not yet anyway.
You hit a great point. Okay, so let's shift the gear with buyers. What have you seen some of the biggest mistakes that a buyer could make in this business?
Being prepared. I understand when buyers call, the first, reaction is, let's go start looking at some houses. I mean, they don't always necessarily know what to do. So I think it's just being prepared. Get your pre-approval stuff together, so that you can know your budget and, know what you want your monthly payment to be. That way we know what, area to shop in, price range, what you're going to need from that house 5 years from now, if you're going to, need room to add on, or I think it's just knowledge. I think just connect with, an agent who is going to connect you with those resources, and then start the buying process. I think that a lot of buyers just come in and they just don't know a lot yet. And so ask questions. I mean, just ask us questions.
Yeah.
You can ask me, if it's the first time you've talked to me, like I'm gonna answer you. I'm gonna help you out. I've been there, so I get it.
Yeah, you're gonna get a good, honest answer. And I think, Brandy, I can say this because I know you're a first-time buyer. She's going to treat you like somebody in her family that's a first-time buyer. She's going to give you the answer that she would tell her family. She's not trying to make a sale. She's out here for the long term in this business. So
absolutely.
Yeah, and it's proven. She loves what she does, and we get so many great comments and reviews on Brandy. She does a really great job for us. So what should buyers look for beyond the home appearance? What should they really be looking at other than location and those things?
Well, I think some buyers really don't understand like their due diligence part of buying. So I think buyers need to, understand past the pre-approval process of, home inspections. And they need to know, how that works, and who to, the resources for that, who to use. They need to know about how appraisals work, things like that. So again, just connect with an agent who can get you all of those resources or responses. You need someone that can make sure you're not missing anything in the buying process, and don't go at it alone, because there is a lot that
It's
you don't realize you don't know.
Yes, you don't know what you don't know.
Exactly.
And it's a lot. Like I said, been in business 34 years. How long have you been in this business?
Just 7.
Wow, no, but
Just 7.
learn something new every day as
For
realtors.
sure.
So when you're on the buying or selling end, you're going to be able to receive a lot of that knowledge, and somebody that's on the pulse of what is changing and what a buyer seller needs to know in this market. Markets change. So I think we have a comment. Brandy is amazing.
Oh, thank
it's
you,
one of your
Tori.
teammates. So
I just
glad
saw
to
her
have
today.
her.
Yeah, at the office. Thank you very much. She's so sweet.
Yay, another comment. Amy Laura Bennett. I appreciate Brandy.
She's at Title I.
Oh,
Thank you, Amy.
Amy.
Yes, they do a great job over there
the
too.
Laura threw me off. Amy
Yes.
Bennett. I didn't know. I love that Laura, though, the way she spells it.
Yes,
Yeah. Boy,
yes.
she's a good team player.
Yeah, and again, that's just, getting an agent who has, a good team, works with a good team, and a title company is a huge part of that team. You're not going to buy a house without them. So
No, you
don't want
not.
to.
Yeah, a trusted title company. Yeah,
Yes.
right at the top there. Okay, let's go to some fun part of it. If you weren't, let's just get to know Brandy. If you weren't doing real estate, what do you think you'd be doing right now?
Oh gosh, I probably would still be doing the paralegal
Really?
work.
Yeah.
Only because that's all I know, I guess.
Yeah.
I did that for so long, and if I didn't have to work at all, if I didn't, I probably would just be just fine as a homebody at home.
Yeah.
I'm just satisfied just doing, being at home.
I
and just
see
doing
you
whatever
being a
I need to do there.
volunteer. I don't see you. We had a conversation before the show. She was in there redoing her stairs and
Yes.
painting and tearing out carpet. I don't see that in your future. For sure.
No, yes. I've clearly learned this week that I'm not built for physical labor anymore. So.
Yeah, most of us
Yeah.
get to that point pretty early in life. What's your favorite vacation destination?
That's easy. The
Is
beach.
it? Yeah?
I really do, and I guess it's because I live in the mountains, and everyone who lives here,
Yeah.
But I do love to go to it's just relaxing.
Do you have a favorite beach?
Gulf Shores side.
Oh,
Destin, Orange Beach. I just, I love that white sand and the clear emerald water. So.
Okay,
Yeah.
just a really
I don't even have to
simple-
be in it. I just want to sit on the deck and just look at it and listen to it. Yeah.
No, I'm with you 100%. Are you a morning coffee person or tea or Diet Coke?
I'm an
or
iced coffee
iced
drinker.
coffee? Yeah.
Newly in just the last few years.
Really?
Probably the job. I don't know.
Probably.
I'm kind of a night owl, I guess. Not by choice, just so much goes on in your mind. Sometimes it's
Yeah.
hard to click it off.
Yeah.
And so, I can be up most of the night and still get up early and just have
Wow.
that iced coffee,
We're
and I'll just
complete opposites. I gotta have
go
my
about it all
sleep.
day. I would love to. It's just hard.
Gotta have my sleep.
If I can turn it off,
Yeah. What's one of your favorite local restaurants? I know you've got a lot. What's one of your favorite? What's
I
your
do have a
go-to,
lot.
honey? Let's go out for dinner.
I really love Maple Creek Bistro.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
I love a lot of
Don't be
restaurants around
sorry.
here.
There's plenty.
You know when you're gonna go there. I mean, it's gonna be good
Yeah.
every time. And
Yeah.
so, we love to just kind of get out as a family and go over there and eat.
Yeah, it's kind of a
It's
special
just a nice
night out.
atmosphere too. Yeah, it's relaxing.
Well, tell us one thing on your bucket list.
I don't know. I'm not very adventurous. So I'm okay if I don't really do a lot left, I guess. My husband likes to travel, so I guess I guess my bucket list would be to do some more of that, like just to, kind of take off.
Have you ever been
in
out of the
another-
country?
Cruises doesn't really count,
yeah.
I guess.
No, that counts, yeah.
We've been to Alaska, 2 weeks
Ooh.
there. That was that was kind of a once in a
would be
lifetime
fun.
trip for us. We really did love that. We are going to Canada actually in a couple of months.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
see this, that side of Niagara Falls. That's something that's been on his bucket list. So
Uh-huh.
I just kind of,
Yeah.
what everybody else wants to do,
Yeah.
I just tag along. I'll do it. It's
she's just
fine.
so easy
Yeah,
to
it's
get
fine.
along with.
I'll just go wherever they'll let me take them. I'll go.
So you don't have a huge desire to jump out of planes
Oh
or
gosh, no.
yeah.
No, I'm fine with that. No, my feet on the ground, I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, would you rather read a book or watch a movie?
Watch a movie.
Yeah. Do you
For
have
sure.
a favorite movie?
I don't really have a favorite. I guess it's a funny story. The best job I ever had as a teenager was at a video store. They don't have those anymore.
Yeah, no.
But I will say that's when the movie Selena came out.
Oh.
And I probably played that on repeat at the video store all day.
Really?
Every day that I worked, it was just on repeat. I don't know.
Who's in that movie?
Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember it now.
I don't know.
one
That
year.
just sticks with me because I just played it over and over.
Yeah.
But that was the best job ever, so I remember everything there.
Yeah. What's one word that would describe you, Brandy?
Determined.
Yes.
I think I probably don't come across as determined to a lot of people because I'm just kind of quiet, I guess. But yeah, I think I have a lot of determination in me to do what I'm doing. I feel like a very determined person.
Yeah. And I see you being a very strong backbone to where, you're not going to vary right or wrong. You're going to do what's right.
I definitely, yes.
Huge conscience.
Yes, my honesty and integrity, I try to, wear very well. That means a lot to me. You don't,
Yeah.
you know, if you don't know me, that's fine. But at least, you know, I just want someone else to say, you know, oh, she was very honest, or, you know,
Yeah.
something positive. That's all I
Yes.
strive for.
Yeah, and I can't imagine any other comment. What's the best advice you ever received in real estate?
You know, it's probably when you mentioned earlier, and I've remembered that since the first time we met, was that you want us to want to come here.
Yes.
And you said that the first day that we met, that has stuck with me ever since, because I have felt like that. I know it kind of sounds cheesy. I should say nice things, but no, but it's true. I've remembered that since day one, and I always thought if I ever feel like I don't want to get out or come over here, then I would know.
Yeah, that this is not where you're supposed to be.
I do not feel that way. I love to come over here.
Well,
So
we love seeing your beautiful face and your great attitude. We love having you here.
I appreciate it.
Look, we're going to finish up. Is there a legacy that you would like to leave with real estate?
Maybe not so much a legacy, maybe just, you know, just remembering the type of person and, you know, professional that I try to be. I just, you know, I guess it would just be good words.
Yeah, good words. And
I don't like anyone to say anything bad about me, so I think it would just be that.
Yeah. I can't imagine.
Just be a good memory for everyone.
Saying anything bad about you again. I'm so glad you took time out. I hope the audience has had an opportunity and a chance to learn more about Brandy, and I hope you'll give her a chance if you're thinking of buying or selling. There's her beautiful picture on the screen and all her contact information. If you have more questions or thinking about buying or selling, please reach out to Brandy. I know she'd greatly appreciate it.
Yes.
And we love having her here. I want to thank Scott Wilk, our producer, for making this show happen. And stay tuned. Next week, we'll have Peter Tagliere on our series, Get to Know Your Realtor. This is going to be fun and great conversation. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next Thursday.
Thanks.